All right, guys, welcome on. Welcome to the live today. We're not wasting any time. We're gonna start cracking on. I always like to give everyone about a few seconds or a few minutes to get on before I start. But we're not gonna waste any time. I think I'll probably be pretty quick because the market is kind of getting ready to do what we want. And yeah, want to get ourselves kind of ready for that. So what we're gonna do is get cracking with what's going on. What I'll do, I'm gonna get straight to the trades that we're looking at because we might have to trade live right now, and then we could take it from there. So I'm using my Hugo's Way account. I just want to recap what we're looking at. So guys, if you can remember, Euro USD, we have this important price action analysis to go by. Now, without the markings here, we have a H4 demand zone here. This is the low of the previous week. We had a massive short happen in the last, or the last market day, Friday, which left a liquidity void. Now, the market purposefully has left the order block alone and decided to reverse away from it. And it's coming all the way back up almost to this high. Now, this high right here represents the high of the week. Now, there's two scenarios that are about to happen, but definitely will happen. And I explain what I mean by that. Now, the first scenario is, I'm not going in order of probability. I'm just saying them. Now, the first one is that the price, before it comes down for this low, because we have a clear unfulfilled deficiency here, it's very possible that the price might just take the high of the previous week right now. And by doing so, we'll have buy stops run, and that will produce enough liquidity to push the price for a short. Okay. Now, the second scenario is that the price may just come to this order block and sell. And the reason being is because of this line right here. Now, what I'm going to do, instead of that line, I'm just going to draw this area right here. Now, this high right here is a swing high close up in this bearish trend that we've had. Now, the thing with this trend here, or the thing with the price action I'm looking at here, is that because the market has already come for this high right here and dropped quite significantly, it's already triggered buy stops above this area. So there may not be a necessity for the price to take this high. Now, on the H4, there is a H4 validation point, or FVG, at the high of this day right here. And the price coming back to it, in a sense, has kind of filled it out by coming back to the other side. If I go to the daily time frame, there isn't any more validation points. There's one that's underneath here, or FVG, whichever, but to be fair, because the price has already come to this range, there wouldn't be any necessity to do so. But either way you put it, around this range is all high detonation zones for a sell. All right. Now, if we go by the order block of what happened on Friday, so this is the reaction, the daily stop hunt, that's what I call it. I'm going to put two lines here. Let me just take this here, change the color to, let's just go for a dark color. I'm just going to go for purple, just to kind of give the bit of space in for our eyes. Purple here. So if we take this, I'm going to ignore this for now. We know that's the high of the week. I'll just put an arrow like this so we know. Or just a tick even, just so we know it's here. Now, the last two candles in this case will be the supply zone, because this body, the body of the candle is smaller than the wicks combined. So we can use these two candles to represent supply liquidity. So we have two options right here, and this is it in zoomed in motion. And this is about to happen, which is why I'm saying we may actually end up trading live right now, is that Euro USD can either get into this area right now and sell, okay? And if it does that, based on the PD array, we'll be in very deep discount right here, above 86, all right? And then the price will sell off from here. And what we need the price to, our exact target will be beneath this low, so you can set your targets already. The low that we'll be looking for right here will be a 1.08371. That will be the end, that will be the take profit here. All right, that's the first way that the price can get in. All right. If you want to get in a bit earlier, you can. All right, which is as soon as the price gets to the edge of this zone, which is what I'm going to do, you can just get in for the sell now. All right, the second scenario, if the price breaks above and stops us out, which I'm willing and happy to get stopped out on this trade, is if it decides to take the previous weekly high. If it does that, then that's when we go for a sell. And we're looking for the same target down to the weekly low. All right. So these are the two options that we have, and they're about to happen. Now, I said this week that, if you remember from yesterday, that the market is pretty dry, but I knew that after 1:30, which is when we had the Canadian dollar news just now, things will start to heat up. All right. And that's what's happening right now. We're starting to get we're heating up with the price. Okay. The market is starting to heat up. All right. So I want you guys to be prepared, because we are about to have quite a big move taking place. And I want us to all be ready for what the market is trying to do, with that move. So I'm going to go through all of the pairs that I have in mind, and then after you can take it from there. So this is the idea that I've got for these pairs. Let me just do something quickly. All right. Second, guys. All right. All right. Yeah. So looking at what we've got going on, we're not too far away from an entry. Now, EuroCAD is almost already triggered. Now, EuroCAD, all right, if you want to see that one, is, and I think I'm going to be done after this. I won't take too long, as I said, because the market's pretty active. EuroCAD is the other alternative for a sell. Now, EuroCAD is very, I guess, technically similar to Euro USD. And I not mean technically in the sense we say, I mean as in its technical analysis. Can't even say in terms of TA is the same. We want the price to come back to this demand zone order block here. And the price has purposefully ignored it. And what we had last time the price came up to this range was a stop on here, type 2. So now, okay, the price has come back to this order block, and it's actually hanging around this little area over here, this supply zone area here. And if I zoom in, you'll see what the price is doing. So I'm actually looking for the price to sell now. So what I'm going to do is, in fact, I'm going to go for a sell already. Go for, yeah. Oh, the price is already getting close to the area. It's already kind of gone in there. So 1.44815. I'm just watching to see, because if the price doesn't trigger my pending because it just missed it by a few pips, then we can get in now. If not, then we can just go for another trade, but we'll see. I'm watching carefully to see what happens here. All right, but this is really it. So I'm not even trying to take too long. The price is triggering here, and the same target, we want the price to take this low. All right, so I'm leaving with these two trades right now. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to come back again. I'm going to spend a little bit more time live trading and come back to tell you what the market is doing, okay? But these are the two pairs I have for you guys. In terms of the dollar index, the price is pushing down beneath it. So it looks as though the price is invalidating this order block, which means what we actually have going on is that from this reaction here, all right, when the price go to the H4 is taking the weekly low, the price is looking for the demand order block and is about to push along in that sense. So what we're going to have to use here is this order block here, matched with that. And we're going to wait for the price to get back down. Now, because I have so many equilibrium zones going on, I'm going to delete this one for now. And what we want is, I'm expecting the price to get around OTE 78.9 and then start pushing for a long, okay? So that means we're going to have some dollar strength temporarily before it sells off one more time. And this is why I would say to you to keep an eye peeled, because you can see the market's pushing down. I think when it hits 3 o'clock, that's when all the entries will be complete. And from there, we can start making our way down for the long. So that's really it, as simple as it gets there. All right. I'll catch you guys probably afterwards.